Hello, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Mr. Robot Season 2, episode number 3. And the first two episodes, which found out that they were meant to be one, hence the intermission and then part 2.
Got it.
So they did air together. What a wild start. Because Elliot is showing us this loop, this routine. He's keeping a journal. He's going through all of this to keep Mr. Robot out of his head, to keep him from doing the things that he doesn't want to be doing anymore, the illegal shit. And he's just keeping a very simple life. He's got this new friend, Leon. Awesome. Love this dude. He's so interesting so far. I'm very curious as to how these two became friends.
Yes.
And made the decision to eat at the same diner together for every meal, it seems. Pretty awesome. I mean, he had a little bit of an altercation at the basketball court because, you know, someone's like, hey, bitch, go fetch my ball. It's like, nah, man.
I don't want to.
You ain't going to talk to me that way.
No.
So he chucks the ball, and, like, this dude feels like someone you don't want to fuck with.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got that vibe. Hey, don't let the Seinfeld fandom fool you.
No, absolutely not.
He seems like someone you don't want to get into an altercation with.
I can have other interests and hobbies.
Yeah,
besides kicking your ass.
Exactly. Also, we met Ray and his adorable dog who seems to really like Elliot. But there was... And this is the tricky part with Elliot. He had a conversation with him. Elliot's like kind of like standoffish, like, nah, I don't want to talk.
Yeah, I don't
tells him he's not interested. And then the next day, he comes back and he's like, hey, I thought we were on the same page. And Elliot's like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, like you told me last night. Elliot has a blank spot. He did not remember visiting him, talking to him, hanging out with him. And it's obviously a situation that Mr. Robot took over and went and visited him.
So how many other blank spots do we have?
Exactly. I think that's what makes him such an unreliable narrator in terms of the story.
First off, how dare us?
I mean...
How dare us?
Yeah. He has no idea what is and is not reality. And he doesn't know what he is or is not doing, which is just... Like, again, the way this show is presented that through this first season and 2 episodes, it's incredible. It is so well done. But yeah, brains are twisted. And just the idea of him doing this, despite being in this loop that is keeping him distracted, something's going wrong somewhere. To where Mr. Robot was still able to take over and literally go do something for an entire night, it seems like. Because that's the whole point of his journal. There's blank spots. He gets up, fills stuff in, he leaves, he comes back, he fills it back in, just kind of like keep himself honest.
Yeah.
And when something goes down, he's looking at it like, oh dang, this isn't good. So the whole relationship and dynamic, it's all himself, obviously. But there's a relationship dynamic here with him and his alter ego to where it's fascinating. Because he even made like a deal with him. He's like, hey, just tell me where Tyrell is and I'll give you back what you want. But he's not going to do that until he knows where Tyrell is, because Mr. Robot was the one performing as, you know, Elliot during all the stuff with Tyrell. And the episode left us with a little something because we were like, where is Tyrell? What's going on? He was on the news. He's now like the prime suspect for this hack. He calls up Elliot, and did this phone call really happen? I don't know if we can know that until we see him alive doing whatever he's doing.
Right.
Because again, a lot of things happen in Elliot's mind. A lot of stuff is not reliable. Did he actually make a phone call and answer the phone and have Tyrell on the other line? Did Tyrell really call him and say, bonsoir, Elliot? Is it really you? Like, did that really happen? I don't know. We'll find out. But finding out what happened to him is obviously one of the top questions going into this season.
Currently, yes.
Especially with the way it started with him waking up in his truck.
Yes.
It's like, wait, I'm in his car right now. He's not here. No one knows where he's been. He's like wanted now for this hack, and I'm sure he's still connected to the death for Scott Knowles' wife. So like, I'm sure there's still a lot of stuff surrounding him. One of the more tragic stories in this whole thing is this whole story with Gideon. I mean, the watching him and like getting to know him a little bit, and like, this is a genuine dude. He's good. He's honest. He just wanted to run this business. He started it. It ended up crashing because of all the stuff going down. And he was at one point on the news as a suspect for the hack. He got visited by the FBI. I'm wondering what he told them.
Right.
I'm curious if he actually spilled the beans on Elliot or...
Well, I mean, but it also sounds like his husband left him.
Yeah,
like
he's going through it.
He doesn't have shit. Yeah.
And now we could assume that he is dead unless he got medical care very quickly because he got shot through the neck.
Through the neck.
So I just don't know how you survive that. The amount of blood, the stuff that is in your neck, the arteries and stuff. That situation was insane. Because I'm like, oh, is this like a genuine thing where this dude actually wants to talk to Gideon and like get to know him? It's like, nah, this dude, like, one other thing, he called him a crisis actor, which I thought was a really interesting. The idea that this dude or a group of people think that Gideon is just a scapegoat fake person being presented as the threat to this whole situation. That's wild. Like being called a crisis actor, that kind of came out of nowhere. And then dude's like, oh, I'm going to be a hero tomorrow morning. The moment he said that, I'm like, oh shit, what's going to happen? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And then the fact that he pulled out a gun and shot him, going to assume that he's dead until it shows us otherwise. But absolute tragic story. Dude deserved none of this. He definitely didn't deserve to die like that. And just everything that has fallen apart, it was essentially like the definition of wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Getting to know Elliot, having him working at your company, getting close to him, all that stuff ended up just snowballing into the situation that ended up playing out in the episode prior. But yeah, that story, that situation, absolutely brutal. And I think tragic's the perfect word.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he definitely didn't deserve it.
No, I don't think so.
So insane. And Angela's working at Evil Corp right now. She's thriving, it seems like. She's kind of kicking some butt. And she's committed. She had a meeting with the lawyer about the case that, you know, she's at the forefront of. And I would imagine that's kind of over now, unless that continues without her support. It just seems like a conflict and really not a great look that one of the people suing is now working there and actually happy there and staying there and thriving. So
I don't know what's going to go. Actually happy, but
I mean, she feels like she's doing well. I mean, I think we saw her apartment where she hooked up with that one dude and she ended up listening to some like confidence CDs, it sounded like. I would assume that was her place. If that is her place, she's doing really well for herself now. She's at a dad's and looks like a pretty nice spot. So I don't know. I mean, happiness, it's a tricky thing sometimes. So like making all that money, having a nice place, you know, doesn't always, you know, solve your problems. But it feels like she's in a place that she wants to be currently, because she's made the decision to stay and she could easily leave. And, you know, it's kind of what she's doing right now. So I think all of this stuff is very interesting. The way this show has started off with this season 2 with these 2 episodes.
Yes.
Darlene and F-Society, they had Scott Knowles burn all that money and put it on display and it's on the news. And she ended up making an appearance to make sure it all went down. So yeah, that whole stuff is crazy. Evil Corp situation is crazy. What is F-Society going to do? How are they going to keep making a statement to stay relevant? Because she was very direct about them losing this war. They're getting their butts kicked, she felt like. So what comes next? How does Elliot get involved? If he gets back involved, what is going to go down in terms of his routine? Is he going to stay in this? I think this blank spot's going to throw him off.
Oh, yeah. But
I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of crazy shit going on. This show's incredible. Ready for episode 3?
Yes.
Let's go. It's holiday season.
Why are you taking me to an arcade?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, but you don't listen.
Flashback.
To really get it, I gotta take you back to 1924. Husband and wife team, the Bedfords, open up a freak show / dwarf sanctuary on this land you're about to be at. They call it the Bedford Lilliputian.
What?
Suffice to say, the Bedfords were a big hit. The biggest attraction out here in Coney Island. And one year, rumor has it, the husband wakes up one Christmas morning, grabs a large kitchen knife, slices his wife's throat open, stabs his little kids to death, then slits his own wrist.
What?
Cut to the 1960s. A woman named Mary Megan Fisher decided to buy up the place, turn it into an old school arcade.
How do you know all this stuff?
Mary Megan even installed a little bar so she could get drunk with her friends and shoot pool at night. Until one time in '86, she got so liquored up, she accidentally fell off the bar stool and landed hard on the pool cue she was holding. Oh. Went right through her neck.
Is this real?
What? What a horrible way to die. What the hell?
Place remained dormant until 2000, when Ned Beauchamp bought up the joint under the name fsociety Amusement LLC.
Oh.
Ned wanted to reopen it as a classic arcade. Now, why anyone would want to start an arcade in 2000 beats me, but Ned Beauchamp had in his mind that that's what he wanted to do, so he did.
F-Society.
Oldest son Harold wanted to sell it, but Ned wasn't down with that. So the oldest son Harold, being simple-minded, needing money for whatever simple-minded folks need money for, decided Dad had to go. So Harold stole his twin brother's hunting rifle and shot Dad in the face.
What?
What Howard wasn't counting on, considering he had never fired a weapon before, was the kickback. The kickback so hard he tripped and fell out of his dad's 20-story window. By the time he hit the ground, his head opened up like one of those Gallagher watermelons.
Gallagher, oh my God.
By the time he got his bearings, he was immediately arrested for the double homicide of his brother and father, being the weapon was in his name.
How do you know Clyde?
He was my cellmate.
What the fuck? That's a crazy ass story.
Before I left the clink, he gave me the keys to the joint and made me swear to burn it down before it caused any more ruckus. He swears it's haunted, believes it is the nexus of all evil in the universe.
Interesting. Interesting.
All this hocus pocus keeps things clean for whatever it is you need to do. The public records are in limbo. People down in county don't even want to touch the place. I'm siphoning electricity from the grid. As far as anyone's concerned, it don't exist.
I'm not here to rent from me, Romero. I want you to work with us.
Oh, hell no, man. I just got out. I ain't trying to go back no time soon.
Just hear my guy out. We need a freaker. You know you're the best in the game.
Don't try to sweet talk me, motherfucker.
He's a game changer, man.
Who's this guy again?
He's a little weird. You like him, actually. You'll hate him, but he's a genius. Best coder I've ever met, and he wants to meet you.
I like that we're getting a little bit of a flashback on how this all began.
Money's gonna be the deciding factor in all this, and it's gonna need to be a whole lot to bring me back in.
This pays everything. What happened to you in the end?
Well, that's a story for another time.
Oh, it's literally labeled fsociety. Wow. Just sitting there in plain sight.
Yeah.
Wow. Those are some wild ass stories, though, by the way.
Yes, I need to look those up. Is that legit?
Those deaths almost sound like Final Destination style.
Yes.
Like,
absolutely.
Like you cheated death somewhere, so you're going to fall and trip and have your pool cue slice into your throat. Like, what? Like, that's insane.
Here it comes again. Remember that sudden sensation of fear? Overwhelming fear?
Yep, done those. Panic attacks suck.
Making itself at home, nesting,
What is happening?
screaming in my mind.
It's good to hear your voice.
Where are you?
Not yet where I'm supposed to be, but soon, very soon.
What?
And where is that?
I don't think that's a good idea.
You think someone's listening?
Don't tell me you're having second thoughts. You don't want me
no
to have
thoughts.
to worry about you.
I need to
Yeah,
know.
what exactly is it we're talking about?
I think about you a lot, Elliot. I think about that night when we became gods.
I want to know what happened. Tell me what happened.
It's not safe, not on the phone.
I'm not going to let you make me prisoner of my own paranoia again.
You're not paranoid. You need me more than you think you do. We had a deal. You wanted to talk to him? I delivered.
He really expects me to believe this? Did we really talk to the most wanted man on the planet?
Why the fuck are you asking them? You heard him. You talked to him.
I love it.
What do you want, huh? We had a deal. I delivered. What more do you want?
What I've always wanted, for the panic to finally stop.
Gideon Goddard was shot dead at a bar in Manhattan.
But it won't.
Damn. Did that conversation with Tyrell really just happen?
I don't know.
I feel like it. I can't. I don't know.
I don't know where he at. I ain't seen him for a bit. You know how he is. Just comes and goes, goes and comes.
Where you at, man?
This outdoor space is awesome.
Rome?
Oh shit. How long has he fucking been there for? Did Elliot do that? Or Mr. Robot? Remember he went there with a gun? Do you think he
Right.
visited him again? Or do you think someone's going through and picking off the fsociety people? Dude's mom had no idea.
Got those at Mel's. Beautiful, huh? Sad to see his shop shut down. He's gonna leave it to his nephew, too. Kid with the burned face, you know what I'm talking about? What's his name? Can't think of it. I swear the only way I'm getting through this is having breakfast with you. Mets won again.
Huh?
What is happening? Is he hooked up to the machine and talking to somebody who's not there? Or does he have the hook machine just going?
Take it easy with that dosage, cuz.
Oh, he's a dealer.
What problem you trying to solve anyway, man?
How do I tell him that someone I cared about died?
I'm fine. You know? That's what you always say, man.
So we're back to the morphine.
It's not morphine. It's Adderall.
This is your fault. All of it. Now it's time to get rid of you.
Can you OD on Adderall?
I think you could OD on anything. Holy shit.
That was a lot of Adderall, no?
Like, there's only so much you can do. An internal fatal error is hard to recover from. Internal fatal error. Sounds pretty fucking bad, you ask me. But ODing on Adderall was finally my way of controlling him.
Oh, he's trying to OD. Is that Heisenberg?
What the fuck?
Do you have a moment, Mr. Alderson?
Is this the FBI?
Is this death?
Gideon, wrap me up.
In broad daylight.
You know the rule about getting your face covered.
They're not gonna kill you?
Correct. If they show you where they're going, you're probably gonna die when you get there. If they hide it from you, you're likely to live.
I don't want to test that theory at all.
No, I'm good.
Elliot and I both warned you as a liability to sold drugs.
God damn. Why are you being such an asshole? He's dead.
Did anyone see you?
Just his mom. What did you want me to do? She was upstairs. Fucked, Elliot. What did we do?
That's... Yeah, this doesn't
God.
feel like FBI.
Oh, not the zip ties.
Where am I?
The fuck is that for? Are we making cement?
What are you doing?
Are we making cement shoes, perhaps? I don't want to go to the Hudson.
No! No!
What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Is this all in his head?
That's it. Get that Adderall out of your system. That's it. Get those shitty pills out of your system.
What the fuck, bro?
I have burrowed underneath your brain. I am nested there.
Why is there a shovel right there?
Because it was like, because that's what they used to mix around the shit.
I own you.
Ugh.
Oh God. I don't feel good anymore.
This is insane.
I will not be owned.
I bet they're a lot easier to go down with them covered in vomit.
Okay. You know what? Ew.
I don't know. Like, for those who could take pills without water or drinking something.
First, I want to offer my
can't do it.
condolences. Terrible news about your old boss. I hear he was a good man. Very unfortunate when bad things happen to good people.
Thank you, sir. I've been pretty broken up about it.
Second, this interview that you set up, it's all wrong. I want to do Fox instead of Bloomberg. No pre-interview. I want final approval of all questions beforehand.
I'm on it. I think this is a mistake. Bloomberg is where investors get their business news, and if our goal is to reassure them...
Sit down. Have you ever had dinner at Fidelia's?
No.
Used to be a dive bar years ago, since turned into one of the nicest restaurants in the city. I know the chef. He's very good. I'll have Marcel make a reservation. You've never had semifredo until you've had it there.
Okay.
And yes, you're right. Bloomberg. More appropriate. We'll stick with that.
Good job? Question mark.
I don't like he's not going with her, right? Like she's just going to the restaurant by herself. He's just being nice to her, right?
I'm sure it's going to be like a business.
I've noticed you always look at that before you leave my office. Perhaps you find it as fascinating as I do. How a man can change the whole world with a bullet in the right place.
Don't fall over. I don't want to go to sleep another night not knowing you're not going to be my wife. You marry me?
Alexa, what time is it?
It is 4:03 a.m.
Oh, and you're in front of your. You couldn't just
Well,
like
the
look.
clock's not working.
I know, but like her.
It doesn't look like anything's working properly. But I guess Alexa is. So her introduction was interesting.
She's like, fuck the hair. God damn.
She's chugging that coffee.
Sorry, something's going around. All we got on the victim so far is he's a known hacker with a record. Got busted in 08, served 6 years for some small-time computer fraud stuff. It's okay, I got gloves on.
Well, it doesn't matter much if you stayed on them. Okay.
We're still looking, but it looks like he only printed out these 3 sheets from the full FBI roster. We contacted everyone here at the New York office. You're the first to respond.
Doesn't mean much. Thousands of FBI names and contact details were leaked a few months back. Every hacker has this. What are they doing?
We found his desktop unlocked. Once we're done analyzing it, we'll send over a full report.
Did you have them check if the ports are modified at all before using them?
Shit.
Wow.
Shit.
Here's my card in case you find anything else. Thanks again for calling me. Really talk to your doctor about getting a Z-Pack. You really shouldn't be out here infecting a whole unit. It's very irresponsible of you.
Dude set up booby traps on his computer.
I mean, good call, though.
Catch fire if someone starts getting into it.
According to the police report, there was no sign of a robbery.
Someone was there with the sole purpose of offing him.
What about that Allsafe guy? That's 2 murders in a row associated with this hack.
I don't really care discussing this with you, given how easily you forgot about what we started.
What, because I don't care for stupid hijinks? Burning money in the middle of a park?
That stupid hijinks is killing public confidence in E Corp, which is exactly what we need to be doing right now. It's not the Dark Army. They don't know Romero or the 2 of you. They only communicate through me, and I sure as shit didn't tell them anything.
Interesting.
You're not the only person they've talked to.
He wouldn't do that.
State Elliot's in. We don't know.
Don't say what you're thinking.
You don't want to listen to reason. That's on you. But I'm taking off. I'm not sticking around to be next. I'm gonna stay with my buddy in Arizona.
If they wanted us dead, we'd be dead already. I'll talk to Elliot. I'll hit you both when I get more info. Until then, stop spazzing.
I'd be spazzing too.
Absolutely. Panic attacks on a regular. How do you just fucking relax when so much
Yeah.
shit is going on? This is not a thing.
And someone that you were, I would assume there was a little bit of a relationship. Someone you're close to was freaking murdered to their place.
I don't trust her or her crazy ass brother. You know, he tried to pull a gun on Romero. Think about it. They're the only 2 that talk to the Dark Army. Now they're trying to tell us the Dark Army isn't involved.
What are you saying?
I'm saying we just committed the crime of the century, and they're trying to cover their tracks, and right now, we're the tracks.
A lot of life is a balancing act. We're all just doing our best, tightrope walking above that pit of ungodly pain that's daring us to trip up. Take money and health. One isn't very useful without the other, you know?
Does he do like group sessions or?
Even though you've been paid handsomely, the physical condition you're in right now kind of cancels that out. And I like to say up front, I'm very sorry this happened to you. The guys I deal with, they can be ruthless. Me, I'm more of a positive reinforcement kind of guy. Just happen to think it's more productive.
What is happening?
Nevertheless, that don't change what's been done to you. The person who did this will get proportionate retribution. On that tip, I still need you to fix this thing for me.
Whoa, his eye.
Sight's been down way too long. Good news is, once you bring it back up, you will get your money and, in time, God willing, your health. That's all I want to do here. Help put your life back in balance.
Who is this guy?
They keep emptying the Bitcoin wallets, and the server keeps crashing, and I don't know how to stop it. I only know basic network security measures. You have to find someone who can migrate the site to another, more secure location and set up a system of hot and cold wallets.
Is that why he's friends with Elliot now?
I can't figure it out.
Why does it feel like that this dude's like some kind of boss of some sort? And
Or
he's
the
like,
reinforcer, the money collector.
yeah.
I could try to convince him again.
Just because you beat a man's face to a pulp don't mean he gonna know what he don't. We're not animals. We need to find someone who can do that migration thing you keep talking about.
He's like the nice, funny guy thing, like an act or a front. Or is that who he is and he just has to do this other tough
Can
shit?
I tell you a secret?
Absolutely.
In 3 days since I slept, I'm up to about 200 milligrams now, but that's not the secret.
Look at his eyes.
He's gone. It was so simple. I'm way more aware now. I'm way more focused. And I'm feeling 100%. The Adderall is working, and fuck if this drug doesn't feel good. Even Leon's stupid Seinfeld philosophy is starting to sound fascinating.
So he just ran out of the party, pushing old people aside. It's classic George. Am I right?
I don't like this, bro.
This is terrifying and sad now. It was funny for a second. Now I don't think it's funny anymore.
I mean, it feels like everything regarding Elliot is a friggin' tragedy.
Amen. 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 Amen.
The ball goes into a hoop. Of course.
I love like the right up.
We can finally be back to normal. It'll just be me and you, my friend. We'll dine together. Maybe I'll read to you, or we'll just talk. But the point is, he's gone, and now it's just us. You're not buying any of this either, are you?
Oh my god, dude. There's that unreliable narrator again.
It was feeling good for a few days, but this is the 5th day of not sleeping.
5 days. That's not good for you.
There it is again. The overwhelming fear building, the burrowing.
Oh my god, I love what they've done with this.
What a cool effect.
Is that in reverse?
I know, Leon's talking backwards. This isn't good.
Fucking Shining over here.
I know, that's very weird too.
He's having a crash out.
My internal fatal error, from which my system cannot safely recover.
Whoa, dude, look at his eyeballs. That's crazy.
I hate that.
Kernel Panic.
I hate that sound.
Day number 6 without sleep. I'm crashing.
I never took Elliot for much of a sleeper anyways.
Next, my consciousness will go. The panic isn't settling in anymore. It's just there. The scream in my mind is coming back.
Dude. All that, like, this show does such a creative job of presenting these panicky moments.
Yeah. And I feel panicky along with him.
Yes, come, please, please. I'd like you to meet 2 of your colleagues.
Saul Weinberg, Managing Director of Operations.
Jim Chudney, SVP of BA.
Philip Price, Master of the Universe.
Because of the situation, you have to pay up front now.
Interesting.
Alexa, when is the end of the world?
Unless it collides with a very large rock or a future technology goes very wrong indeed. Earth is most likely to be destroyed when the sun swells into a red giant in several billion years' time.
I need to ask Google now.
Right.
The Adderall's almost out of my system. With that, sleep will return. Any second now, he's gonna come back, and my mind will be under siege again.
That's so
The
crazy.
robot has become my god, and like all gods, their madness takes you prisoner. I guess I couldn't avoid Gideon's death after all. My dam of guilt is finally cracking. I want to cry, but I'm so high that I can't.
Elliot, would you like to share?
Nah, man, my system's hung.
God can help you.
That's what God does. He helps. Tell me, why didn't God help my innocent friend who died for no reason? While the guilty roam free? Dang. Forget the one-offs. How about the countless wars declared in his name? Fine, let's skip the random meaningless murder for a second. How about the racist, sexist, phobia soup we've all been drowning in because of him? And I'm not just talking about Jesus. I'm talking about all organized religion. Exclusive groups created to manage control. People hooked on the drug of hope. His followers, nothing but addicts who want their hit of bullshit to keep their dopamine of ignorance. There's no order. There's no power. That all religions are just metastasizing mind worms meant to divide us so it's easier to rule us.
Damn. Damn.
All we are to them are paying fanboys of their poorly written sci-fi franchise.
Wow.
I don't listen to my imaginary friend. Why the fuck should I listen to yours?
Damn.
I don't think Elliot's getting invited back.
Even I'm not crazy enough to believe that distortion of reality. So fuck God. He's not a good enough scapegoat for me.
Oh my God, dude.
Wow.
Did that really just happen?
Yeah, I think so.
Please tell me I didn't say all of that out loud.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, I did.
Angela and I are going to have one more drink.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Is that a sign to get the fuck out?
I think so.
Did you enjoy the semifreddo?
Yes. Absolutely, it was delicious.
In good company. Jim's been with us for 27 years. The Harvard guy lives upstate. 3 kids, 2 in college, 1 in high school. He's the reason we do our Toys for Tots program. Saul is the chair of our nonprofit arm. Good man as well. He has grandkids, so he's a little ahead in the family department. Another thing they have in common, they were both in the room with Colby when they made that grave error covering up the leak in your hometown.
Oh, wow. He's trying to put a face to... Yeah, he's... Oh, wow.
Ordinary men capable of extraordinary things.
Wow, what a dick move.
Both Jim and Saul have been engaged in some really nasty insider trading. Thick as thieves, these two. They like to buddy up on their white-collar crimes, a regular Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. There's enough evidence in there to put them away for years.
Wow.
Was that the point of all this?
Whatever you're doing, I don't trust it.
You're panicking right now. I understand. It's a big decision you're making because these men, their lives will be destroyed. But the minute you remove emotion from this, you'll do just fine.
Wow. That's wild.
Heard you had an interesting night. Chaplin's old friend.
Threw it out for a reason.
I figured you might want it, but down the road. Trust me, I've been there. 5 years, 7 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days ago, my wife passed away. A few weeks of being frozen in my own grief. I woke up one morning, fixed myself breakfast like I normally do, plugged myself into my dialysis machine like I normally do.
Oh, okay, that's his
I
dialysis.
started talking out loud. For a second, I thought I was crazy. Moved on with the day. Then, the next day, I did it again. Talked out loud. And the next.
Wow.
Then I realized who I was talking to.
Why are you telling me all of this?
You and me are a lot more alike than you think, Elliot.
I see you moving out.
Yeah, I can't stay here no more. I raised Leslie here. Too many memories here.
That's sad.
Did he go anywhere or do anything suspicious? Any small detail could help.
Well, he'd be fooling around with those computers. You guys know that.
Did he have any friends? Did anyone ever come to the house?
Friends? Leslie didn't have no friends except that chubby boy. You mind if you grab me a glass of water?
Are you allowed to search somebody's home just because you're in it?
No, I don't think so. I think there's rules and regulations for that kind of thing.
Uh-oh.
She gonna go to the location?
What do I do?
Why did you start writing a journal in the first place?
I thought it was the right answer.
The right answer to what?
Controlling my life.
My wife, when she drove her car that day, she did everything right. She was the most perfect driver I'd ever met. And then one day, none of that mattered. Control is about as real as a one-legged unicorn taking a leak at the end of a double rainbow.
What?
Then what do we have?
You know that bullshit people say about how when you fall, you gotta get up? I reject that shit, man. The whole thing is a fall. It can't help but be a perpetual state of grasping in the dark. It's not about getting up, it's about stumbling in the right direction. It's the only true way to move forward.
What's the right direction?
Whoever it is you wrote about in your journal, do you still see him? I can tell the person you're writing about meant something to you. Sometimes he takes over. That's why you don't remember things.
I shouldn't have come. I don't want to talk about this.
Yes, you do. Because you're smart enough to know that keeping this inside isn't going to last. You play chess? I've been looking for a good adversary. You want to play?
This dude's interesting.
Oh.
What do you think? Is Ray right? Maybe it's not about avoiding the crash, but it's about setting a break point to find the flaw in the code, fix it, and carry on until we hit the next flaw. To always fight for footing.
Interesting.
Maybe we're all just stumbling from the right questions to the wrong answers, or from the right answers to the wrong questions. It doesn't matter where you go or where you come from, as long as you keep stumbling. Maybe that's all it takes. Maybe that's as good as it gets.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yep.
Clear as day. Holy shit. I mean, this feels like it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what they actually left behind though. Cause
I mean, they had the party.
Right.
And then they put fingerprints. So I don't know.
I feel like they did their due diligence in terms of not leaving any trails behind. But at the same time, I don't know how confident they feel. Like, they haven't done anything there since, right?
I don't think so.
Not to my knowledge. I don't recall them. Because Elliot's been gone. Once they launched the attack, they had the party, and then they've met there once, right? Has she gone there? Has Darlene been there since?
No, I don't think so.
Not at all? Okay.
I think that party was the last time.
That was the last thing they did there?
Yes.
Okay, that would make sense then. Then they did their job. I mean, they burned all the computers. They got rid of all that stuff in the lead up to all of that. So I feel like their tracks have been cleared enough. But what? They gave us that flashback for a reason.
Yes.
So the stuff that because he's not the owner. She's going to find out who the owner is. It's going to go back to the story that he told. And maybe she's going to have a meeting with the dude in jail and find out like what information. But I don't think I don't think Romero spoke to him since he got out, right?
Right.
So I'm trying to just figure out what kind of info she could probably gather from this, because like Darlene's name's not on this, Romero's name's not on this, unless they actually ended up doing some kind of lease deal.
But there wouldn't be any paperwork. It would just be like word of mouth, handshake type shit. They're not going to set up paperwork.
I'm wondering if there's a way to connect this to the one dude, I forget what his name is, who visited and found his body. The dude who wears the glasses. Yeah, I forget right now. But I'm wondering if there's going to be a way to connect it to him. Because, I don't know, like, she's going to find something. Like, they didn't give us that whole flashback at the beginning to set that foundation, and then to give us this last shot of her. Can we call her Dominique? Dominique. But they didn't give us that situation for her to not find something.
Right.
She's going to figure something out and connect the dots somewhere to someone.
It doesn't feel like she sleeps either.
No. It feels like a lot of people in this show don't sleep.
Right. No one's sleeping.
Yeah. So, like, her introduction has been interesting. The fact that, like, the first thing that we got was her at that convenience store, and then leading to the interview with Gideon. And now she's kind of pressing this case a little bit, and took the list and found the list of names. Her name was on there?
Yes.
It was on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought it was Emma for some reason, but, like, yeah, she kept on the D's. She kept looking.
Okay. So, like, I think she's going to figure out a way to connect the dots somewhere to someone from fsociety who is still alive. Which, I mean, there's 3 members left, basically. So I thought that was really interesting. Getting that flashback I thought was interesting. Getting the history of how they found this place, why they use this location. It makes sense. It's a place that no one is even going to look at. No one is questioning it. No one's keeping track of it. It is literally off the grid. So that aspect of it makes a lot of sense. And I mean, the story that Romero told, like, that shit was crazy.
It was.
About how it got to
go look up
like, so insane. But yeah, I think she's going to. I'm getting a vibe that she's good at her job. Like,
yes.
That's kind of where I'm going to go with this.
Absolutely.
And that she's going to stay persistent on this and find something out. Something's going to connect. But I think it's absolutely hilarious. And I wonder if they even noticed, or if it was intentional, that they left the fsociety up there on the sign. Because, like, obviously the letters are missing, obviously, so that's not meant to say fsociety, but it's clearly labeled there, and they were using that location. So I'm wondering if that was just one of their cocky, kind of arrogant, like, oh, they're never going to figure this out kind of things. And now that she's there and she read it, it's like, oh, dang. Yeah. I think this is gonna be bad for them.
Yeah,
somehow, some way.
Yeah.
I think this FBI agent's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I can't help but like go back to like this whole episode, and like it was so much information and so trippy, and the cement and the Adderall and the throwing up and
the
like
Elliot stuff was super insane.
Oh my god, and like the whole like spiel about organized religion and it was so much stuff.
Mm-hmm. The difficult aspect of it, again, it goes back to him being an unreliable narrator.
Yeah.
It's like, which parts of, like, as stuff's happening, you're like, is this happening? And obviously he didn't drink and swallow all the cement. But, like, the idea that the shovel was in his place, like, that's weird to me.
That was just a figment of...
Like, so that wasn't sitting in his apartment?
No, because
Mr. Robot was just hanging it?
Yes.
He was just sitting
there?
Okay.
Mr. Robot was the...
That's what I'm saying.
Heisenberg of the episode.
It's hard to tell what is and what isn't reality. Even Elliot doing, like, the religious thing, even he looked at us and was like, did I just say that out loud? He doesn't even know what he's doing most of the time. So it's hard to even interpret it and be right or wrong about it, because it's like this is the type of show where, I mean, I could throw out theories and throw out ideas and try to guess where it's going, but it's almost more enjoyable to just let it play out because there is so much happening. Yes. Like, what is this new dude situation? Ray and, like, him having his moment, like, when we saw him and he was talking to himself, you're like, is he dealing with the same thing that Elliot's dealing with? Is that why they connected? But then he realized he just went through the routine that he normally went through when his wife was there, and he just kept doing it. he would eat his breakfast, he'd hook up himself up to his machine and have a conversation. And he just started doing it. And it just became the routine. And at first you're just like, wait, why? What is going on? And then you realize he explains it. And then you find out that he's part of something pretty intense. And it's like, is he putting up a front with this funny smile, happy guy thing? Or is that who he is and he's just tied up in some bad shit? Because it's like, he could be very persuasive because he is so good at conversation that he could bring you in immediately. Because he's got that charm, he's funny.
Well, I mean, I like the way he was talking to the guy who got literally beat up and was like trying to resolve the situation and like, this shouldn't happen to you and blah, blah, blah. And then like gets down to the car and like, I could try to make him remember again. And then it's like,
what's the point?
Also, literally, what is the point? You beat him up. He doesn't know. He's not going to know more you beat him up.
Right. So he's
just like a really nice guy.
He's really interesting because he seems like a genuinely good, nice person who's caught up in some bad shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, I think there's a lot of that. Which
also that.
It's always such an interesting thing because I just thought he was just going to be like this random dude that Elliot started talking to at the basketball court. And it ends up being someone important who needs to get something done. And he actually needs Elliot's services now. So he's going to find a way to like get close with Elliot, which is what I think he's doing now.
Yes.
And he's going to build that trust and then get Elliot to like reveal some things or get him to, I mean, he had his notebook, so he's probably got a lot of information.
And also
so he's probably
about
gonna,
what he's going through.
Yeah, he's going to probably find a way to like build that trust to get him to do what he needs.
Yeah.
So every Elliot scene, the way they got like staticky and like you saw the feed kind of disappearing and like literal crash out. Like if a computer's breaking, I feel like that's, I mean, back then especially, I feel like that's what would happen. And just, it got really interesting and then it flashed and like the editing and the visuals and the effects they use during his moments of crash out, awesome. Love it. This Angela storyline, I mean, she's in such an interesting spot now.
That was the other thing. Like, let me humanize the people that were in the room who made the decision to do a cover up, but then also they're doing really bad shit, and here's the evidence.
Yeah.
And also, don't have any emotion with this. They're terrible people, actually.
That was the moral of the whole dinner. I feel like it was an entire lesson on you do what you got to do and you take emotion out of the business aspect of it. It's nothing personal, it's business, even though this specific case is very personal to her. But it's like eliminating emotion from big decisions. That is an important lesson. In this scenario, under these circumstances, holy fuck. Like, it's so insane. Just everything about it. And the idea that, like, he did basically humanize them and, like, hey, they're just normal people with families. Mm-hmm. They're just very high up, really good business people who were in the room and just made decisions. They're normal people who can do extraordinary things, I think is the way he put it. So what is she going to do with this disc? Is she going to follow through? Is she going to give it to the lawyer? Is she going to push through and just ruin these people? Because it's like the way he put it was like, you do this, you ruin their lives. And Angela could have easily responded with like my life has been ruined. And again, it goes back to the whole my life ruined. Do I ruin their lives as a result?
Well, and the whole other thing about like they didn't think about ruining people's lives when they covered up things.
Yeah, it was just like a normal day-to-day activity for them.
Yeah,
which is insane. But I'm very curious to see which direction she goes in, because it's like that last episode, the conversation with the lawyer, it sounded like she was just like out at that point. Mm-hmm. But now that she has this new info, maybe she's going to be back in. And I mean,
or maybe not.
Maybe not. Who knows?
I don't know.
We'll see. I thought that was another really incredible episode. And just the way the show is like giving us all this information and the way it's playing out. I mean, the Tyrell thing is still obviously the biggest question. And I mean, watching Elliot trip out and overdose on Adderall was just, I mean, every time this show has given us a sequence like that, it's always been top notch. Mm-hmm. It's been so good. So just continuing through season 2. Can't wait to see where it goes, how all this plays out. Some wild shit. Mm-hmm. Anything else?
No.
All right, y'all. You guys leave all your comments, share your thoughts. We'll see you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.